Hi boys and girls, in this video I am going to show you how you can find the main idea of nonfiction text. To find the main idea of nonfiction text, ask yourself, what is this mostly about? Today you're going to read Star Sailors. Chapter 1 is called What is an Astronaut? Follow along as I read this to you. The word astronaut means star sailor. Astronauts travel into space to study the moon, planets, and stars. You may need skills before you can sail through the stars. You must be a test pilot, scientist, or engineer. You also must train at a special school. In the sidebar, I noticed it says that Russian astronauts are called cosmonauts. This means universe sailor. And NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So far I've learned that astronaut means star sailor. Astronauts travel into space to study the moon, planets, and stars. And you need a lot of skills and also to train before becoming an astronaut. Let's go on to the next page. If you want to be an astronaut, you will need to study at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. That is where all American astronauts are trained. Ooh, this is a cool picture. It says, at space camp, kids get the chance to train like a real astronaut. Wow, that would be so neat, right? So boys and girls, now that I've read all about what an astronaut is, I'm going to think about the main idea. Well, the title of this chapter is, What is an Astronaut? So I'm thinking that the main idea is about what an astronaut is. And I see here in this first paragraph that it says astronauts travel into space to study the moon, planets, and stars. So I'm thinking that this is the main idea because everything else on these 2 pages in the chapter are all about what it takes to be able to be an astronaut who travels into space to study the moon, planets, and stars. So now I'm ready to write about the main idea. Here is part of what your worksheet will look like today, where you can write about the main idea in Star Sailors. Chapter 1, What is an Astronaut? Here I wrote that an astronaut is someone that goes into space to study the moon, planets, and stars. This fact summarizes everything that we read in Chapter 1. So today, as you read each chapter in Star Sailors, make sure that you ask yourself, what is this mostly about? What is the big idea? And you can use the title of the chapter to help give you a big hint. I hope that each and every day when you read nonfiction text, you stop and ask yourself, what is this mostly about? So you too can find the main idea.